me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, and I think I told you guys, I'm gonna start doing monthly favorites. It's just a way for me to give like little updates on things that I might have shown throughout the month or previously, and it's also a way for me to let you guys know about products that I do like that either I didn't get a chance to make a video on but I started using it, or like it wouldn't have made sense for me to make a video about it because it's just like one little product and it wouldn't have been enough to make a long form video about it, or it's just not really something that I talk about often, or you know, like I do like other things other than makeup, so like maybe it's a book or a puzzle or whatever it is, and you know, it's not easy for me to incorporate that in my content, so I'm just letting you know, like, hey, if you happen to like this thing too, like I kind of like it, so let me tell you about it. So let's go. First up is the foundation that I have on in today's video. I did a foundation hunt on this. This is the NYX Professional Makeup 38 Deep Truffle Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. I really like this. This is giving, if we were going back to 2016 makeup, but taking the 2026 techniques that we know, this right here. I think I told y'all, Drea was like, you know, if we're really gonna go back to the old days makeup, we need to go back to the drugstore. We need to, not these fancy options that we have now, you know, with the inclusive 40 plus shade range. Like, we need the shade range, but just give it to us with the drugstore from it, because something about the drugstore, like drugstore foundations just hit differently. And this one is no different, but NYX does not be missing with their foundations. This is a the fact that it's a soft matte and I can still wear it in the winter, because my skin does get a little bit drier in the winter. Normally I have combination oily sensitive skin, and it's probably because it's a soft matte, not full-blown matte foundation. I can still wear it in the winter. It lasts throughout the day. It just looks good on the face, on camera, in real life. It's not gonna give cakey even if you do want to build it up. This is just, yeah. So the update on this is nothing different than what I said the first time I reviewed it. I probably like it even more than the first time I reviewed it. Okay, up next, I have two perfumes that I want to talk about. I am a fragrance girly. I love smelling a new perfume. I like getting a new perfume. I like recommending perfumes. So there is a brand, and I did see it. They sent me a PR package, but I did see it at Sephora in person and on the app as well. I didn't smell it when I was in person, but I saw it on the app, and I'm a sucker for packaging when it comes to perfumes. Like, if it's just the right packaging, I want to smell it. And because they have very cute packaging, that alone made me want to smell it. So when they sent it to me in PR, I was like, wait a minute. Okay. And then I smelled it. Y'all. So there are 4 scents. I don't know if it's advertised as like a unisex type of brand. And from the fragrances, I think all of them could be kind of unisex. Listen, 2 of them, flat out no. Flat out no for me. It smelled like smoke. It smelled like cigars. And that's why I'm giving, like, it could be unisex, like each and every single one of them. But those 2 specifically, maybe you'll like it on a man. But if you like a good, like, feminine, girly fragrance, absolutely, positively not. And that is the black one. And I think there's one that's in, like, white packaging. Because there is green and blue. Those 2 I like. Those 2 I liked. But I think the other 2, one is black and the other one is white. Purple? Something. No, orange. Orange? Those 2? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, the green one, that is acceptable to me. That one, I liked it. Enough to put in this video? No. Because it comes out like a kind of juicy fragrance and whatnot. But then when it dries down, it kind of starts smelling like the other 2. So I'm like, I don't know about you. You might have to grow on me or something like that. But this one, this blue one, this is Sublimity. Let me tell you right here. I am usually not a like clean fragrance type of girl because they all end up smelling like Lysol. To me, it just be smelling like under the bathroom sink. And I don't really like that for fragrances. But this one, this is the cleanest of clean fragrances that you could ever smell. This is one of those, like, did you guys know, or did you guys see the conversation, the post going around that you're actually like not supposed to spray perfume on your neck? something like it can clog your, this smells so good. Something like your thyroid, it can block something like that. And now probably something I would have to look into a little bit more, but also some things like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I'll stop doing it. But then it's also like, okay, but like, what about the rest of your body? Like, what about it going through here? Or, you know, if you spray it here, something like that. So take that with a grain of salt. But I have seen that conversation going around, and it did intrigue me as someone who likes perfume. But this smells so good. This is like fresh laundry. This is, you know, some people might also describe this as like under the bathroom sink, but this is like the good version. This is just so fresh and so clean. This is a, like, you know, if you're staying in the house, you're just chilling and you want to smell good, spray this. If you wear perfume to go to bed, you just took your everything shower and you want to smell good, fresh and clean, spray this. If you're going outside and just you need people to know, like, I don't know what's musty in here, but it ain't me. You need them to know, like, no, I took a shower today. I smell good. Spray this. This smells, and it's travel size. So if you want to travel, you know, especially after like a 21-hour travel day and you need something to remind you, like, no, you don't stink. You just been on a plane all day and recycled air. Spray this. Take it with you. Listen, let people in other countries know. Be clean representation for America. This. Okay, and the other fragrance that I have to recommend is like literally the total opposite of what I just talked about. This is from Mugler. This is Alien, but I believe it's like Alien Berry or something like that. Now, yes, I did just spray that one, but they just both smell so good. And they're both like, you see how I'm not that close to my hand on my chest. They're both strong fragrances, not too overpowering, not, you know, gonna give you a headache, anything like that, but like they gonna stay. And this one, and I'll be real quick to tell y'all about the ones where people stop and like, what are you wearing? Remember I told you guys about the guy who wanted that fragrance for his wife? Like those fragrances, I'm real quick to come tell y'all, like, this is what it is. Go and pick it up, because this is one of those, it's gonna get you compliments. It's gonna get a, what are you wearing? It's gonna get a, you smell really good. Absolutely, positively. This smells like, I think kind of the, similar to Alien, like the regular Alien, but it adds that berry into it that just makes it juicy and florally still, but not spicy, but like it adds in a little spice, juiciness into it that gives a little umph, because I like regular Alien, but this is literally going to be my spring fragrance. I already know, probably summer as well, but definitely spring. Could you do this in the winter? I don't know. Now I'm smelling the two. Actually, the two together. Hold on. The two together. My mind. Ooh, when it comes to fragrance combinations. I think because the two are mixed right now, yeah, I could do that in the winter. On its own, I mean, it probably wouldn't make sense for it to be a winter fragrance, but you could. I mean, baby, it's yours. It's your fragrance. If you want to wear it year-round, you can wear it year-round. But, you know, if you have fragrances by the season, probably wouldn't be like a fall, winter season. But spring, summer, when you're outside, you're going to turn heads with that one. Okay, so up next, it might be in my wallet's best interest if, you know, whatever's going on with TikTok shop continues, because the way I've been making them purchases, I'd be a sucker for it. If I showed you my cart right now, the latest thing, Saltair, that's how you say the brand, right? Saltair. They have a like bundle package where you get the body wash, which it's in my bathroom. You get a body oil, I believe, a body butter, and then the deodorant. The only things that I kept out of that bundle were the body wash, the body butter, and the deodorant. The oil, and mind you, like, I'm not the biggest fan of the smell of the body butter or the body wash, but I kept them because like the actual products themselves do what they need to do and they feel good as far as like cleaning the body, hydrating the body, stuff like that. Like, this is a good body butter. It's a pretty, you know, simple vanilla, but like, it's a simple vanilla. It doesn't wow me in any way, so that's why I'm not that impressed with how it smells. So the body oil I did give away because it wasn't doing anything for me as far as how it smells or how it looked on my body. The body wash, you know, I need a body wash, so I'll continue to use it. And the body butter, like I said, like, it hydrates the skin, and in the winter, I need that. So I wouldn't include this in my monthly favorites video. However, that deodorant, baby, they were not lying about it. They were not lying about this one. Now, this says, this is their saltwater vanilla 5% AHA serum deodorant, 48-hour odor protection, clinically tested. Now, I mean, you're probably not I don't know. Everyone be coming out with their stories unsolicited on how they choose to shower. So maybe you are going 48 hours without showering. If you are, you're still fine with this one because, baby, you don't stink with this. You don't. I don't know what they put in here. Maybe you need to be a little bit worried about what they put in there, that you don't stink after 48 hours. But for my sweaters out there, for, you know, maybe you have a job that requires more motion or something like that, like I said, you could just naturally sweat a lot. The gym girlies, put this in your fanny pack. Listen, this deodorant, I was talking about this on Instagram, and someone was like, yeah, it's cute, but where it's really at is the Way deodorant. So I will check that one out. But for right now, this one, and I done tried all of the ones that everyone's like, no, this is the deodorant that you need. You're not going to stink, stuff like that. The Donna Karan one, the Secrets, I think. That is it, Secrets? Y'all know which little white deodorant one. I done tried them all. This, but also, like, it's winter, so I haven't had the chance to test this out in the summer, but I have some people who have, and they say, like, same thing. But go ahead and pick it. If you don't get anything else from that bundle, get this deodorant. Okay, and this, I have talked about this a lot, but it just deserves some extra attention this month because I was thinking about it, and yeah, you really are that girl. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. I don't know what Danessa be putting in her products either, but they all eat. I have the Yummy Skin as a primer, and then I'm using this as a setting spray today, and it's always going to do exactly. Sometimes you be doing your makeup, and you're seeing the process, you're seeing the steps together, but they're not fully coming together. You're just like, I don't know, like, that doesn't look like, but it's like, once you spray this, you gotta see the process through and finish your makeup before you determine if you like it or not. And this right here is going to help you like it because it just fuses everything together and just makes it's that finishing product to your face. That's just chef's kiss once you put it on. And at this point, I'm trying a new foundation once a week. So I am testing it with different brands. It's not like one of those products where, you know, Danessa products only work with Danessa products. I'm testing it with new foundations, new concealers, new powders. You know, getting the right combination of powders on your face in combination with foundation and concealer can already be hard. This is going to help you with that. It's going to help blur everything together, blend everything together. You need this. You need this. This is one of my favorite products of 2025, and it will probably be one of my favorite products of 2026. I already have a backup, so. And I've had this for a good little minute. I wear it every time I put makeup on. I would say it's probably here by that point. Ooh, maybe like here-ish. So, okay, and the last product that I have to tell you guys about, I have spoken about this before. It wasn't in my yearly favorites, and when I have spoken about it, I think it was mostly in a like short form video or something like that. The CÉCRED drops. The CÉCRED drops. Not only do I like these because, you know, I've been doing a lot of like tension hair hairstyles, braids, wigs, quick weave, stuff like that, things that, you know, it's going. So mainly my focus is, you see that area right here? It's mainly this area, and then mainly that area right here. Now, is it going to make you Rapunzel in a week? No, but I feel like you can see we're getting somewhere here. We're getting somewhere here. We're getting somewhere here. Let me see, where is it? Of course, now I'm not. Oh. Is it as long as the rest of my hair? No. But are we getting there? Yes. If you're wondering what happened there, I accidentally cut my hair when I was cutting braids out. Ooh. Late 2024? Or no, not late 2020. Early 2020? Late 2024. I think late. No. Yeah. Child, I don't know, but I cut my hair, so I'm trying to get, you know, like this piece here to grow back, obviously, like the rest of my hair, and we are getting there. We're getting there. I don't know what to do with this piece now because it just like just stay wherever you want to stay. But it's definitely helping with that. But that isn't really why I'm throwing this in the first time, because I told you guys about that. I told you guys that is getting me through that. You want to know why I'm including it in this month's video? Because if you saw the video, I told you I had booked a microblading appointment for this month, and then I canceled it last minute because the thing was just telling me, like, don't do it, don't go through with it. Maybe she just was not the tech for me. I don't know. I still consider it, but shortly after that, I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. Use the CÉCRED drops on your eyebrows. I was using a Grande MD, I think is the brand. I was using their serum on my brows, and yes, it was helping with my brow hairs to grow back. But then I thought about it and I said, if it can work on your edges, I've seen men who use this for their beards. I've seen men who use it for like balding spots and whatnot, and it's been working for them. I said, girl, put that on your eyebrows. And let me tell you, well, obviously I have a full face of makeup on right now, so if I can remember, I will insert a clip of just my eyebrows, right? Yeah. Now, it is not a like overnight miracle type thing, and I wouldn't even say like it's really pushing out like new brow hairs. Again, kind of like that one piece. We're getting there with new brow hairs, right? But the brow hairs I already have, thicker. Like when I tell you, there's actually not that much product in my brows now. I use that L'Oreal brow pen, and it's mostly the front of my eyebrows, but like this is just the fact that my brow hairs are getting thicker. So if you're someone like you don't want to have to keep filling in your brows hard every time you fill your brows in, start putting this on your eyebrows. Don't say I didn't tell you nothing. And yeah, y'all, that is it for my first monthly favorites of the year. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of this, what your experiences are with any of these products. But this stuff has got me in a tight grasp right now. We'll see next month. And that's another reason why like I was never big on monthly favorites, because I'm like, well, if I don't like anything too new the next month, what do I talk about the next month? Do I talk about what I talked about the previous month? Or the stuff that I try in the next month? We'll figure it out. But make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.